All right. So in the middle of Oisei toward the end of Oisei. So this Oidus of Yechidish, that's a different line. Of Yechidish B'Nefesh has to be Nimshech, drawn down in his chalkos, in consciousness, in the division and nitty-gritty levels of our existence, all the way down to the feet, hence the Daled Minim, and finally culminating in the dancing with the feet, which is the Amshocha, all the way down to the nethermost level of our identity. And that's a sinta to the pasuk that in Tzavim Hayim Kulchem. He then goes on after saying you're all here, but then he enumerates all of the 10 levels. So likewise, we're after the words of Kameshel ben Nefesh. So now we're talking about within the person. The person that's be mamshech the Seiris Tshuva, which is the achas b'shana in his nefesh. So all the way down to everyday life. So likewise, al derech ze gam b'shana, likewise in time. Again, the three components of existence: olam, shana, nefesh. Meaning, that from this one day of Yom Kippur and Simchas Torah, which is all the level of achas. It affects and conducts all the days of the year, starting with the day after Yom Tov, which is when they spoke, let's say Simchas Torah. It's interesting expression coming. And all of the details of his behavior, all of his doings, B'chol Masecha, B'chol Drachecha. Masecha is referring to the Mishnah, or Masecha, Shvi L'Shem Shemayim, B'chol Drachecha is referring to the Pasuk, know him in all your ways. They explained in Chassidus the difference. Masecha is, the action is not Kedusha, but it's dedicated to Kedusha. And the Drachecha is, not as eating the Shem Shemayim, but B'chol Drachecha is the act of eating itself, not just a means, but that itself is a connection. Like eating on Shabbos, etc. So it's two levels of permeating our behavior with the likus. So in all of it, nikir, it can be seen. Interesting expression here. I don't think it's ever said. As there is here is a Jew that just came. He just came from Yom Kippur and just came from Simchas Torah. This could be seen on Inyan of a Meshach Kol Hashana Kula, not just the day after Simchas Torah, but the whole year. Even though it's already, again, this was said the night after, but he's projecting, he's talking about the weeks will pass and months from Yom Kippur and Simchas Torah. Afal Peken, nonetheless, Ais Eided is the Yom Echad Ein Nechleshes Klal. Later demand and bracha that these Eided doesn't become weakened at all, or betokvei medes, and remains at its full intensity. How is it possible? Answer is Mekivin Sheba Mibchina Shalamayla Mina Ischalkas Vashinuyim, because it's not just a moment, a high, but it's a place which the Chatchila he touched, which is higher than his chalkos and change and division. And therefore, if that's revealed and you're really connected to it, then it will permeate and not be compromised by change and time and division. He touched the level of Bechinas Ani Havaya Leishanis. I, the Eibishter, says the Eibishter, Leishanis have not changed and do not change. Through this, that this one, Yoyim Echel, which is higher than Schalkus, the division. Here comes in by the Dikavot. It's not simply that we are being mamshir, that which is higher. This is actually similar to what we're learning the Maimon now. The other Maimon, Yom Tov morning. That a Yid pearls to sitting in the sukkah as shinui in the Eres Makif, which we have to address, and God willing, we'll talk about it Shabbos morning. little bit as I'm ruminating, thinking about it. You can't find it b'nefesh ha'adam if you don't understand that it has to be b'nefesh ha'adam. But upon him, that's what he says there, that a yid pearls a change in the makifim, and that the makifim themselves become the way of his yashus. So whatever that means, the proti is there, I'm applying the parallel here. He says now is that through being mamshech, the Yisraelis of Yom Kippur and Simchas Torah in every moment of life, it's not just the pshat. Every moment of life is connected to this higher place. This higher place becomes higher. There's a shinui. There's a shinui in Yom retroactively that Yom Kippur becomes deeper. The Simchas Torah becomes deeper, dependent on the way we live throughout the year, inspired by Simchas Torah. This is a great principle that the Melamed, the Talmidei Yosef Mikulam, that the Rav gains more from the Talmud. Simchas Torah, Yom Kippur is just mashpia on the days of the year. There is makifim and mashpia only on the person who is the keli, the primi, is the makabel malchus. Yeah, that's also the mind of it that you said before the chassan, that the makabel is pearl and aliyah and mashpia. I mean, it's a general principle, isn't it?
It's just that Madriga where there's no focus of shir. Even that you say make a shir.
Yeah, keep on going. It's the next word. I'm just leading up to it. Through being inspiration, continuing in the minutiae of life, like the Rebbe's words, that you look at a yid and you say, he just came from Simchas, the Simchas Torah yid. It's a similar to the Rishonis that Rebbe used, Mem Chesed at Hakel. A person should be so permeated with Hakel, which is the same, the good Hakel is the Achas, that he was a Hakel yid. So this pearls also in the Yom Echad. Derech Mashin is barely in creates Hadar. We said before about the Esrei. It's not just that he's able to bear, to tolerate all the changes of the climate. Elushu Godlam, and the very changes in the climate deepen his achtos, his oneness with the Eibishter. It's deepened by all the vicissitudes of life. So it's a very big word that Simchas Torah and Yom Kippur, not only is it not over in the sense that it's considered mashpia, that moment becomes deeper. Very big word.
Basically, you're saying like the makabel is mashana the mashpia.
Yeah. And that means too that in your Kabbalah and you received in the mashpia then as you stood Yom Kippur and Simchas Torah, your being there deepens as a result of your behavior later.
Al derech the inyan from tshuva.
Yeah, all of these. I'm just thinking that not just like this is especially for those of us that have the chus to be there. Simchas Torah, Yechidus. What Yechidus is Yechidus b'nefesh, one Yechidus talking to another Yechidus. So not only is it that surely the memory of that, the inspiration of that continues to inspire the rest of your life. As you were recalling, Sukkot Tavshin and Aleph. more than that, what are we saying now? That if we will now revisiting that moment, that Yechidus, that moment, and allowing it to inspire us deeper now, then retroactively we are there deep, back there deep. We haven't lost that moment. Only we haven't lost it, but that Yechidus becomes a deep Yechidus. That moment, that Simchas Torah becomes the deepest Simchas Torah. So it's not only it's there forever in terms of Zashpah, you can actually deepen it. It wasn't there deep. Again, it can be there. So the Mailam is man, is the Yechidish of the Nefesh, and the living with it in his chalkus, which means everyday life, how many changes have gone in life, married, children, everybody has their Inyan. And if in all of that you can see in the Nekuda of Simchas Torah, Achaz Bashal, Shuva, Yechidus, all on the Nekuda, then he's back there at that moment in a deeper way. This is beyond also. So if I failed you, I didn't utilize it till now. I can do it. But it's now, children now. That reconnects me then, that moment deep. Hier rotzen. שכל הנעל יסקיים בכל אחד אחז בשכל כלל ישראל. Maybe Hashem's will that all of the above should be fulfilled of each one, man and woman, בשכל כלל ישראל. שתהיה שונה. Taiva Reches, good and blessed year, but Taiva Nidav Anigle, in a good, revealed and open way, the Matam Asora Tvachir. The Bonne with Nachas and children, the Chai and health, the Zoine, the Panasa, the Kulam Ravicha, and all of them in abundance, saying the Bonne, Chai, and the Zoine Kipshuta, both literally children and health, and Panasa, and also the Bonne, Chai, and the Zoine Baruchnius. Children Baruchnius and life Baruchnius and Panasa Baruchnius. In Beifan Kloli, that's one is Adar Yira, and Chaya is Rotzen, and Zayin is understanding, it's learning. At any rate, Shenhem Mishtalshalim and Yonim Kipshutim, it's from the physical Bana Chaim Zayin, Mishtalshal from the Inyan they are Baruchnius. And that every year with Simcha and gladness of heart, year miyad, Achri Simchas Torah Haveda, they're going now from Simchas Torah should be the Haveda of the Yaakov Halach the Dark. Yaakov went along his way, Gam Benegel in Rishus, in the area of his life, which is not mitzvahs outright, but just permissible. That here too should be seen everything we spoke about, the Rabbi says, everything we are mamshech, and everything we are blessing you with. It's all relative. There's Yaakov going on his way after Yom Kippur. What's the way over there? He's still in Leilam Baruchli and Kedusha is going straight into Sukkot. But the Darke being in our mitzvahs, what is his way then after Yom Kippur, the Achaz B'Shon of Yom Kippur? So there the Darke is mitzvahs. Because the 4 days when Yom Kippur and Sukkot, called Yisrael, Asukim ben mitzvahs. Every year it's busy with mitzvahs. The Gemara explains that the pasuk says that you should take on the first day, it's not the first, the 15th day of the month. Let's say B'yim Rishon L'Chag. B'yim Rishon normally means the month. So one of the answers is Rishon L'Chag ben Avonis. It's the first day for Avonis because it was time between Yom Kippur and Sukkot to do Avodah. So what's his world then? What's the darke if a Yid after Yom Kippur is mitzvahs? Everybody's busy with mitzvahs. But what's the going on his way that we're now facing after Simchas Torah? It's in permissible matters. Every day. The weekdays that are to come. Which most of Shabbos and Yom Tov. Rosh Hashanah and Kippurim. Including Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. He's speaking after it, but in retrospect, he's permeated everything, every aspect of his being. The big moments and the big things. Also, Miklolium means also his interaction with the world outside of him. In terms of Hafotze. His personal matters, cloud work, protisdika work. Also means big moments, small moments. The general picture, the detailed picture, it's all included in the cloud of prat. So it's all permeated in the kudah, ikaris, v'apnimius, the pnimius, v'atzmus hanasham. It's all permeated within the kudah, the essential point and inner of the inner and atzmos of the neshama. Shikshura, which is bound up, the pnimius, the atzmos eris of Baruch Hu, with the pnimius and essence of the Eibush. Kivin shezebam is Simchas Torah, and since he comes from Simchas Torah, shesimcha peretes kol hagdorim, simcha breaks all boundaries. Ma'ilem medida v'akbala beyond all limits. There is a presence in the vatl kol hagdorim v'akbalos the golus hapnimi. This bursts and neutralizes all of the limits, the boundaries and the limits of one's inner personal goals. And likewise the limitations of the literal goals. We merit it very soon. Our eyes will behold as a return to Tzion Barachmin with compassion, the Gula Amitis Vashlema, the Mashiach Tzedkenu with the true and complete redemption to Mashiach Tzedkenu, Yovai V'Yelichenu, he will come and he will lead us to Memio standing upright, L'Artzeinu, to our land, B'Mheira V'Yameinu Mamish. Very soon in our days, Mamish, the Yivne, according to Rambam, Beis HaMikdash, when Kaimen, he'll build the Beis HaMikdash in its place. The Kabis Nitche Yisrael, and he will gather the dispersed of Eden. The Ad till the fulfillment of the promise. Hashem says, I will literally turn upon the nations, will transform the nations such. Sofa Brura, they will all speak a clear tongue, a clear language. The communication will be clear and one. Love the Shchemecha, they will serve the Eibush Shchemecha, literally means one shoulder, one consent. As the first explained, united. Nanta Hashem will be Mlucha here, Mila Mazagash. Later the Kamaima. Again, you can hear it translated on Jim's video. The short subtitles. At least, parts of it that I've seen.
At the end of my say, for some reason, going back to, I feel like it was 2 years ago, where we learned the Ara, the Rabbi told the father and son that you think by helping somebody, you take away from your business. I feel like it's the same that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just to say what it's referring to, this was the Fabrengen, the Shabbos after Yud Shvat, Tavshin Yud Dalet. The famous Fabrengen went very, very late. The Rebbe took mashke. In those days, that was pretty common. And other Chassidim also, which is less common. And the Rebbe spoke to people in between, towards the end of the Fabrengen. He spoke to them privately. Just when he hit those two lights, thank you. And he said to someone, the problem with you and your father-in-law is, and he added, shver in Yiddish, shver means difficult. He said, he had in brackets with a smile, shver, referring to his father, who used to say, he doesn't like to be called shver. Shver shouldn't be shver. What's the problem? That you think that the other person, the other takes away from your demus, from your honor, from your tzir. The truth is, what's coming to you, it's coming to you, and nobody in the world can take it away. Other, you'll help somebody else. They're Inyan. You'll gain the same thing. Yeah. So let's continue.